Deutschland became the center of the gaming universe this week as Gamescom 2012 took over Cologne, the best-smelling city in the world. A ton of big gaming news flooded the internets, and we've got it all right here in one easy place, just for you. Komm schon, komm alle, es ist Zeit für Hot auf the Grill. Guten Tag, willkommen to the August 18th episode of Hot Off the Grill. Senior editor Jason Fanelli here, and I hope you're hungry for brats and sausage, because there is a ton of German-based gaming news coming at you today. Let's eat. Sony's Gamescom press conference left many asking one simple question. Why the hell wasn't this their E3 show? New game debuts, updates on their biggest titles, and plenty of surprises made Sony's show one of the best things to come from this year's Gamescom. New games debuted at the show include Tearaway, the next major game from Little Big Planet developer Media Molecule, Puppeteer, a surrealist 2D platformer, Until Dawn, a homage to teen slasher horror films using the PlayStation Move, and Rain, a new platformer from Sony Japan Studios that made a huge first impression. Those who should be most excited about Sony's show are Vita owners, who were reassured that their purchase wasn't for naught. Along with the new games coming out, Sony announced an August 28th date for the PS1 compatibility patch, showed off new footage for Little Big Planet Vita, cross-play compatibility with Little Big Planet 2, and perhaps the most impressive news of the entire show, cross-buy. Cross-buy is simple. Buy the PS3 version of a game coming out on both the PS3 and the Vita. There's a code for the Vita game in the PS3 package. No extra cost. That's right, full Vita versions, right out of the box. PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, Sly Cooper 4, and the new Ratchet & Clank Q-Force will be the first to feature this new system. Sony quelled all of their E3 critics with 1 hour-long performance for the ages, creating a new blueprint for how a media briefing should be approached no matter what show it's for. Part of me thinks Jack Tretton lost a bet. The other part thinks that this excellent show is a direct result of the mediocre show before. Either way, I certainly feel a lot better about Sony's direction. Nice work, guys. While Sony was the best conference at the show, they were not the first company to take the stage. That distinction belongs to Capcom, who had a very solid showing of their own. Capcom debuted new footage and screenshots for all of their top games, including Resident Evil 6, DMC, Lost Planet 3, and more. Resident Evil 6 will receive a companion hub called ResidentEvil.net, a free Halo Waypoint-style tracking website comparing stats and results among all RE players. DMC announced that Virgil will make an appearance, and Lost Planet 3 showed a new level in a hands-off demo. The most impressive news from Capcom, however, was the reveal of Remember Me, a brand new IP coming from brand new studio Don't Nod Entertainment. Set in Neo-Paris in the year 2084, Remember Me takes the best elements from Deus Ex, Mirror's Edge, and Uncharted and thrusts them into a futuristic story of recovering stolen memories. It's nice to see a brand new IP immediately impress an audience, especially one this late in a console lifecycle. Capcom is slowly strengthening their portfolio with sequels and brand new games, and it'll be interesting to watch what's coming from them in the coming month. Before we get back into more of the meaty Gamescom news, let's take a minute to enjoy the games that'll be in our hands sooner rather than later. 3 titles highlight the upcoming week of releases, so let's take out those frosty mugs and sample the greatness of what's on tap. Tomorrow, Mario and Luigi do their best Goldmember impression in New Super Mario Bros. 2. The classic platformer style is given a gilded twist, as players will try to collect as many coins as possible while traveling the new worlds and stages. Meanwhile, the consoles will soon bear witness to the demise of a great civilization in Transformers Fall of Cybertron. This was one of the more impressive games at E3 this year, as I was really surprised by how far the game had come from War for Cybertron. Finally, Friday the 24th will see the release of Dark Souls Prepare to Die Edition for the PC. PC gamers will now be able to experience the frustratingly fantastic gameplay of Dark Souls, while also enjoying some brand new exclusive content. EA brought some of its best new wares to Europe, although this show didn't exactly carry the same weight as the other ones. The first gameplay of Army of Two: The Devil's Cartel was exactly what I expected. Gunfire and explosions with some witty back and forth banter. The NHL 13 multi-user dynasty with 750 player support, yes, you heard that right, was pretty cool, as was the idea of SimCity World, where every new city built in Maxis' next game will have a lasting effect on the entire world of Sim. Need for Speed Most Wanted impressed me, Medal of Honor Warfighter was more of the same, and Crysis 3's new Hunter multiplayer mode was odd. EA trotted 9 people onto the stage. 2 of them were hunters equipped with bows and permanent cloaking, while the other 7 played as cell troopers. The hunters needed to, well, hunt the cell troopers and kill them, while the cell just needed to survive. Here's the catch. When a cell player is killed, they come back as a hunter. Eventually, it's 8 hunters versus 1 cell trooper, and the match ends very quickly. Dead Space 3 got a new gameplay trailer, and the show ended, as you'd expect in Europe, with new information on FIFA. Unfortunately, nothing truly groundbreaking came from EA's conference, though what was shown does indicate a strong holiday lineup for the publishing giant. The Gamescom news was not limited to these conferences, not by a long shot, as plenty of other games received some important updates. Injustice Gods Among Us received a brand new character in Catwoman, who looks like she'll be using her trusty whip and other weapons. BioWare's Command & Conquer Generals 2, first mentioned at the VGAs last December, has been transformed into a free-to-play Command & Conquer title that will, quote, access the entire Command & Conquer universe, starting with Generals and then continuing with Red Alert, Tiberium, and beyond. Finally, on the release date front, the Mass Effect 3 Leviathan DLC hits August 28th, Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance is slotted for February 19th, 2013, and PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, even though they added 4 characters in Sackboy, Dante, Spike, and Ratchet & Clank, suffered a brief delay from October 23rd to November 20th. With that, the Hot Off the Grill Gamescom wrap-up is over, and this kitchen is closing for the week. Tune in next time for more of the biggest info this gaming world has to offer, served up to you, as always, hot off the grill. Until next time, stay hungry, my friends, and thank you for watching.